Hi everyone, Coyote Montana here, and today I got something to unbox, and it's something new this time. This is a DVD player made by Sony, and it's called the Sony DVP SR510H. That's the name of the model, of course. So, I actually got this at Walmart, and it cost only $39.88, which is not a bad price. When this first came out, I really don't know how much money it cost. I don't know if it's either 60 or 70 or something. If any of you know how much this cost when it first came out, let me know in the comments below, alright? So, I noticed that there was another Sony DVD player that kind of looks like this, but it was a different model. Because that one didn't have an HDMI port. But this one does, because it says HDMI, because it has an HDMI port on the back. I'd actually seen videos of these on YouTube, and it looks really good. And I was thinking to myself, maybe I should get this so I could watch my DVDs and that. But you see, it's not like in a perfect quality. It just makes the screen size like an HD style. Also, I want to give a special shout out to a YouTuber named Steven Clingan for revealing something that you might know, and it's something about changing the screen while having this plugged in to an HDMI cable. So yeah, so this thing doesn't actually comes with an HDMI cable, it only comes in with the RCA cables. But it does say, but if you look here, it says HDMI output, and it says 1080p upscale, because that's how you can tell. But I actually do have an HDMI cable right here. Check it out. This one actually belongs to my Uncle Goober, my dad's brother, of course. He gave it to my dad, but my dad actually gave it to me because, you know, this one's brand new and it's never been used, because you can tell by the covers right there. So I'll be plugging this onto that, and I believe it's gonna be great. I mean, I know I've seen a lot of people actually done unboxings of this, and to be honest, I actually never seen them been hooked up and plug in the HDMI cable, because if you actually remember when I did the unboxing of Jim Henson's Turkey Hollow, and I told you about this DVD player right here, if they can actually switch the screen size on there, and when I showed you the images like Ands and Star Wars A New Hope, that's why I just want to know like some answers and proof. But now, thanks to the YouTuber who showed it, it looks like I finally found the proof. Excellent proof, of course, unlike anyone else out there, but all of you are fine. So let's take a good look at this bad boy here. So the front looks amazing, and here's the side here. Looks pretty nice. And on the back here, it's the same picture, but you can tell that's actually it's in Spanish. So the one up in front is English, which how you can tell there. And it says everything here. So let's get this bad boy open. It's gonna be great, everyone. I can't wait to hook this bad boy up. And I know you might be wondering, do I already have a DVD player? I actually do, which is made by Magnavox, and it's an old timer. And believe me, it's really old. I do use it, but I'm not actually gonna get rid of it to replace it with this. I'm actually gonna hold it, because the reason why I want to hold my old one, it's because well, let's just say that if something actually happened to this, you know, like if something's not working right or something, what I'm actually gonna do is that I'm gonna use that until I get a newer one. That'll be better. Okay, so first off, let me get this out, and I believe this is like the way how it actually hooks up. Let me open this off screen here. So I believe all of this actually tells you about the way how it's hooked up here. It says limited warranty, which is right here, but I'm alright. And here are the guides and more of this here. Wonder what this is. Oh, look at that! It shows everything that it actually does. It has photo TV HD, HDMI, DVD player, plus it has compact disc digital video, which means it can play CDs. But I'll actually talk about something like that later on in the future videos, of course. I'm just not showing it to you all, but I just want to show you this. Look at that. CD DVD player. Yeah. You know I love CDs, everyone. And look at this. Look at this. It shows all the steps. And no worries. I know how to hook something like this because I've actually hooked up my Blu-ray player before and I did great. Look at that. Nice. But now, let's get on to the real deal. Let me get the sides here. First off, we got the RCA cables here. One, and you can tell that there's two of them. The first ones can be used to be plugged into the DVD player, and the other one is to plug on the TV. So that's why this makes it like in a 480 quality. Pretty nice. We got the plug here that's attached to it. Okay. Okay, I got it out. And I don't want to forget this. It's a DVD remote. Look at that. It has everything on it. You'll see it more when I get it open. Just let me try to get this open so that way you can see. Let me just use this to get it open. There we go. Check it out, everyone. Look at that. It has a nice play button, a replay, next, rewind, etc. Plus it has audio. You see, if you watch a movie or something, you'll actually press this and it'll switch to a different language. And there's the subtitle button here. The subtitle button is to make the subtitle appear. And it has a TV input, there's the power button, everything. Can't wait to try this out. And this takes AAA batteries. I'll grab some of those and so you can see them being put in. All right, so that's the remote there. And now, time to check out the big boy here. And it's this. Ooh, just give me a moment. Almost there. Alright. There it is, everyone. There it is. The DVD player itself. It looks really nice, and it says HDMI on it. Now, there's one thing that's actually I noticed that what everyone noticed. You see, old DVD players always have buttons on the front here. Always. But this one here, look at this. They're actually on top. So this is something for me to get used to. But I'm not actually going to press the buttons on there that much because I'll be using this here. It's good. And I believe it's going to be great. Let me just put these bad boys here so you can see them. And I'm going to put this HDMI cable here too, along with them, because I'm going to plug this bad boy in. So let me get everything cleaned up and hook this bad boy up. Alright everyone, so there's my old DVD player here, made by Magnavox. So first things first. By the looks of this, you see there's ways that you can actually hook this up. That's on A or B. So as for A, you see you need a high definition plus a DVD player. You see for the HDMI, cable, it plugs into the port on both the HD TV and the DVD player. Same thing with the RCA cables, but it doesn't matter which ones. So for B here, it has like a sound system here to make it more interesting. But I don't actually need it because I already have the sound part, which is you can actually see right there, which just only plugs in. All right, so let's get this old timer unhooked and plug in the new one in. It's gonna be great. Okay, so if I'm correct, it's right here. Oh, it's actually stuck because on the bottom it's actually a bit sticky. Okay, so here it is. See that, everyone? Right there. Whew, dusty. Okay, and now let me get the plug from out of there. Yeah, you can tell it's actually in this other stuff. There we go. Whew. Now I just need to unplug the RCA cables off the back of this TV. There we go. And now, there we go. Check it out. Now it's unhooked. And now it's time to get this new one in. First off, let me get this thing off so that way the plug would be loosen up. Ooh, excuse me, everyone. It's just something that I ate. Okay, so time to get this in. Just got to get the plug around this so it can go through here. That's how you can tell, so I can be able to plug it. Now, as for the RCA cables, let me grab it, the new one of course, and get it plugged in. Here they are right here. Even though you can't see the back, but you can actually see the front. Alright, here we go. Doesn't matter which ones is the input and output. So I'm going to use this to be plugged into the back. Now there's one thing you must know about RCA cables. You see, we know that the yellow one goes at that spot there, but the one thing about that is that it can actually use that input of that RCA cable, the one that has the yellow and green, you can actually use two different colors. You can either use yellow or green. That's the best thing about this. So, you can actually hear it being plugged in, but you can't see it. There we go, and they're plugged in. And now, I just have to get this right down here. Oh, okay, I think I almost got it. Yes, there we go. Look at that, everyone. Got it. And now, time to plug them on the back. Yellow goes here. Look at that. Red goes here. And now, as for the white, right here. Alright. Perfect. Check it out. Oop, and let me push it in. Yeah, you can actually tell that this thing actually opens. You'll see it when I power this bad boy on. That's the perfect view of that. Now, I believe it's time to plug it in and see what happens. Alright. Now, let's plug it in. Okay, now, time to turn on the TV. Oh, before I get on put on the TV, I noticed that I thought that this takes AAA batteries, but it takes AA batteries, which is right here. So, let me put these bad boys in. So check it out, everyone. Watch. Time to get these bad boys in. 1, 2. Look at that. And now I can be able to use it. Now, time to turn on the TV. Alright, time to turn on my television. And power button, there we go. Okay, Samsung. And it's on AVA. Oh, I mean AV, of course. Okay, I'm gonna push this button and it'll bring to life. Here we go, everyone. 3, 2, 1. Look at that! It's on, and it says loading. And it says enter to quick setup. Wow. And it says clear to erase this message. So I believe the setup on here would... And I believe enter is a setup, which is right here. Let me take a look. Ah, look at that! It has a language setup. So there's English, French, Spanish, and Portuguese. So I'm sticking with English. And look at that! This is the TV type screen size. So we got 16:9, also known as 1.78:1, and we got the letterbox 4:3, which is 1.33:1, full screen. So that looks nice. And it says this player is connected to your amplifier receiver. Please. I'm good. So that means I can actually do the setups and go back again. So I can do the thing. But anyways, let me... How do I exit out? Okay, so I believe that the light is actually on the DVD player. Let me show it to you right here. You see that, everyone? Hang on, let me move my camera close so you can see. You see that? Right there. That's the green light. It's actually on. And let's see if it opens and closes good. And I believe it's this button here. Let's take a look. Wow, look at that. Nice. And you can actually hear the sound. See that? It actually makes a sound when it opens and closes. Listen one more time. Nice! And now, it's time to try out a DVD. Alright, now since everything worked perfectly, it's time to place in a DVD. We're going to start off with this, Thomas and the Magic Railroad DVD. We're going to see how this bad boy is We're going to see how this bad boy really goes with this. Alright, and now let me get out the disc. Alright, it's out, and place it here. Look at that. Same thing, just like the Blu-ray player. And now let's see how this is gonna let's see how this is gonna look and works. Okay, look at that. It works perfectly. Now, just want to let you know that I actually turned off the sound, turned the sound down, the sound off there, just to avoid all that yada 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 stuff. Just letting you know. Okay, so I just gotta get used to the buttons here. So I can tell that the buttons right here are play, fast forward slow, rewind, pause, fast, slow play, etc. So let's play and take a good look. So I'm still actually gonna still talk over this still, just to be safe. Now, let's see. Yes, I know this film's been modified from the original version. All that, yes. Okay, so I'm actually gonna let this play first. Okay. And my camera's starting to get all that. Again. It's starting to get all blurry. I just hate when that happens at times. So, when this gets ready to start, let me push it back a bit so you can see a bit more. And for a better view, of course. Okay, so I'm at the opening, so let's take a look. So I believe this button here would be the fast forward, so let's take a look. Alright, so it actually fast forward, nice, hit play, and when I hit rewind, wow, it actually speeds up a bit. And let's see what happens if I hit this. Alright, it goes to the other scenes. Nice. Pause, work perfectly, play, stop. Wow, look at that! This is something new. If you hit stop, it'll actually show this. And when you hit play, it goes back. Wow. I actually like it. Now, let me press the subtitle button. Nice. Alright. And let me try the audio. Okay, nice. Nice! Alright. It actually works perfectly. And there's the volume, and it actually... Well, it doesn't work. It only works on the... I don't know. Something. But I believe that everything will do. So, I believe that actually works perfectly. Nice! I don't know what to say this, but... This was a success. But I've been wondering... Let me get this out. You don't have to see it because you already know. Now there's one thing I've been wondering while I'm doing this. Do you think that a DVD player like this can actually play a Region 4 DVD? Well, I know my old Magnavox DVD player can, so we're gonna give this one a try. So so I do have one here, which is Sigmund and the Sea Monsters, the complete series on DVD from Australia, released by Beyond Home Entertainment. Best classic ever. So, we're gonna give this a try. And see if this bad boy can work on something like this. Here we go. Let me sit back down so you can see. Close. Now let's see if this is gonna work. Is it gonna work? Still loading. Yes, it does! Look at that! Haha! Looks like this one actually works with a Region 4 DVD. Nice! Now that is a successful. This can actually play a Region 4 DVD. Like they say, a DVD player in the US here, a Region 1 DVD, will always work on a, well, you know, a Region 1 DVD. Yeah, and I saw it got blurry again. But anyways, it works. But can a Region 2 DVD work? Let's find out. I did try to use it on my old DVD player, but it didn't work. So I'm gonna see if it actually works on here. And which Region 2 DVD that I'm talking about? This one, the banana split. the complete first season, of course. Region 2, that's how you can tell. So let's see if this one works. Besides, it actually works on my computer, and it actually works on my portable DVD player. So those are two things that actually work. So we're going to give this one a try. Here it goes. Now let's wait and see what happens, everyone. And it doesn't actually play it. That's sad, but at least it works on my computer and my, you know, portable DVD player. But my dad told me that there is a way to do it. But anyways, it works perfectly. You know, the DVD player itself. There we go. So it works like a success. Now we're gonna try and plug in the HDMI cable on the back, and we're gonna see how it's gonna look. Alright, so I turned it off, and here's the cable. So first off, let me get this off. And the other side. I'm just taking them off screen, of course. There we go. Now they're loose now, sort of. Just gotta take this thing off. There we go. Now they're loose. Now you can tell that they have these things on because they're never used. So let me get these off. Ooh. And this one. There we go. And now I'm gonna plug it in onto my DVD player. So first things first. This is what I'm gonna do. Let me set this down. I'm gonna have to unplug the RCA cables here. But it's going to be tough for me to get them from behind. So this is what I'm actually going to do. I'm going to throw them to the side like that. So I'll know where they're at when I go behind there. And now, time to plug this in and get the other side here to the back. So, I don't know how I'm going to do this, but this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go like this and grab the cable like right here. Oh, hang on. I better do it like this so I can grab the end. Right? Ooh. There. There we go. And let me push this out a bit so that way you can see a bit more. And now, I'm gonna plug it in on the side. Just need to unplug the HDMI cable of the Blu-ray player and plug it in there to the same spot. Okay, I'm just plugging it there, everyone. Let me move here, and there we go. Alright, it's plugged in on the back. And now, it's time to get this plugged in. And want to know where it is? You can tell by I'm pointing. And now I'm gonna plug it in, flip it up. There we go. Oh, hold on. Ah, there we go. Now the HDMI cables are now plugged into the port of the DVD player and the TV. Now we're gonna turn it on and see what it looks like. Alright, now let's see what's gonna look like with the HDMI cable in. Oh, okay, I don't believe it's actually on a feed. It's actually on this. Let's take a look. Wow! Whoa! Look at that! It's still, the menu is still the same way, like the Blu-ray. Now, we're gonna try out all the DVDs that are in the different aspect ratio screen size. And we're gonna start off with the first one with 4:9, which is 1.33:1, and all the way down to 21:9, which is 2.39:1. We're gonna take a good look at them. Okay, so first off, we're trying out full screen. So we got here is What's New Scooby-Doo, and it actually looks pretty good. You see, if this is the HDMI cable that's plugged in, you see, you can't see the black bars unless you. Well, I actually did notice that ever since I gave a special shout out to Steven, who actually said this. Even though it's not in an HD style, but it looks pretty good like this. So yeah, so that's full screen for you there, everyone. Now, let's try out let's try out the next screen size, widescreen, starting off with 1.78:1. Alright, so next up, we got Chicken Little here in widescreen. That awesome Disney movie that I like. So let's take a good look while it plays. So I can tell that the movie is actually in widescreen, but you can actually tell you can't see the black bars. Yes, you can't see them there, but it's still widescreen. Pretty interesting. And the one thing that's great is that, well, hang on, let me get to the alien invasion. Let me get to the alien invasion scene so you can see what I'm actually going to say. Alright, so I noticed that you can actually see a bit more. You can still see things on the top and bottom in widescreen, but the best part is that something that's going to be really good. You see, when it's like this, you can actually see more on the left and right. You see, if you play with the RCA cables, you can't even see much. See, you can actually see something on the left, and you can see everything on the right. So watch how if you watch closely, you can see the spaceship right there. You can see a bit more there, and the way when they approach, yeah, look at that. See that? You can actually see a lot of everything in this screen size. Nice. And the best part, if you pause here, you can actually see more of the sign right there and more on that building right there during this scene. So when you watch it like this, it's actually really good. Alright, so next up, let's try 1.85:1. Okay, so we got here is 1.85:1. It's another widescreen size that you're seeing right now on this TV. So here we got is Castle in the Sky. Awesome anime movie. So if you take a good close look at it, you can actually see a bit of the black bars on the top and bottom. And before you ask, yes, it's a picture that I took with my video camera. Because if I started to show this on a video, I'm gonna get like one of those yada 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 copyright stuff. But here it is. But if you have to look closely, you have to look up by hang on. You have to go up to the TV and then take a good close look, because when you watch it in HD like this, it's hard for you to see because you might think it's not there, but it's actually there. Alright, next up is 2.00:1. Alright, so here's a movie that's in 2.00:1. Jurassic World. Man, I love Jurassic World. Best movie ever, just like Jurassic Park. So let's take a good look at this. So, by the looks of the way how it looks in 2.00:1, there's Chris Pratt as Owen. Awesome actor ever. Can't wait to hear his voice when he voiced Mario in the new Mario movie. Anyways, I'm just saying about the Mario movie. Anyways, back to this. So by the looks of this screen, you can barely see the black bars there. Right there and right there. Hang on, let me point it out. See where my fingers are? See? There's that one right there, and that one right there. That's the one. So, that's how you can tell that this isn't a 2.00 by 1. Which is 2 by 1, of course. And it looks pretty good like this in this screen size. I believe some other movies are like that too, including Jurassic World Dominion. But I'm not going to talk about Dominion yet when I get, well, you know, when I plan to get the other 5 movies in Blu-ray and DVD combo packs individually instead of getting the Ultimate Collection one, which I'll explain to you about a lot later. But overall, it looks really good like this, and you can still see things on the left and right side. And now, it's on to 2.39 by 1. And, oh, and one more thing. It's really amazing that, I love how that when you watch it in different formats and stuff, different aspect ratios, it always looks good. But anyways, on to the 2.39 by 1. Alright everyone, here is 2.39 by 1 with the HDMI cable plugged in. So, the one that I'm actually watching here, that I'm seeing here, is Sonic the Hedgehog from 2020. Now let's take a good look at this. So, I believe it looks really good, and we can see the black bars there, because it's a 2.39 by 1. But even though when you look closely, you might wonder, does it kind of look like a 1.87 by 1? Well, it does, but not fully, because it's still 2.39 by 1. But it looks good like that, and you can actually still see things on the left and right side while watching it like that. And it looks really, really, really good for an awesome Sony DVD player with an HDMI port. It looks really good. So good that you can watch it either with the RCA cables or the HDMI ports. So it actually looks really, really good. So that's all the screen sizes with this DVD player with the HDMI cable on.
Alright, so that's all the screen sizes, and you might be wondering, does this DVD player with the HDMI cable plugged in get rid of the black bar square? Well, if we look at Sonic as an example, Sonic the Hedgehog here, which is Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, you can see that it looks different, because you don't see the black bars on the top and bottom, but you see it on the side. So I believe that kind of got rid of the black bar square. But it looks good like that. No black bar square, nothing. Just like an actual HD style. And by the looks of it, it actually did got rid of the black bar square. So that means when I watched the first season of Sailor Moon, the part 1 of the DVD, and watching the Dick Van Dyke Show, the complete remaster series DVD, and also Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog and Double Dragon, the only thing we're going to see here are the 2 black bars on the side. And before you ask, yes, it's a picture that I took with my video camera, because if I shows you a video of it, it's going to be like one of those copyright crap stuff. Believe me, everyone, that's what I hate. But overall, it looks good like that. I want to give this a 10 out of 10. And hooray to the DVD player that got rid of the black bar square.
Oh yeah, and one more thing, everyone. I noticed that the YouTuber Steven Clingan actually showed on the screen size with the DVD player when he had the HDMI cable plugged in. Special shout out to him. Thank you, Steven Clingan, for all of this. So, I've been wondering, I'm gonna try and see if I could try to, try to use a setup thing. So, I'm gonna see how it works. Well, it doesn't work like that, but I believe there's a Well, no. Not this. I'm just getting used to it, everyone. It's something had to do with, well, let me exit out and, well, the thing is, you can't actually like change the screen size on here, but can you? Hang on, let me try to get the disc out and try to do it like that, see if it can make it easier. Well, it doesn't actually work, but I wonder if it does actually work on, well, let me think, everyone. I wonder if it actually works with the RCA cables. I'll be right back, and let me try it with the RCA cables. Okay, I think I found a way how to do it. I believe it's the display button. Oh, the display button right here. So when you press it, it'll have the player, and it has a password, but I'm good, so I don't need it. So if you hit on the quick, there's the quick that you can use, and there's custom, and we actually go on here, look at this. You can actually pin the screen size to anything on this. Only with the RCA, well, for the RCA cable, it never does like that. But look at this. You see, if you hit on normal, it looks like that. But when you hit full, it looks like that. Look at the difference. But take a look at this. It looks different like that. You can actually see things on the left and right. I don't have the disc in yet, but we're gonna try it out with the HDMI cable again. Alright, so I believe it can go with the same thing. See? Hit display, quick, custom, down to the screen size, and look at this! You can actually make it back to the actual normal screen size like this. Pretty nice. I love it. And there's the paint screen, and the letterbox one too. Nice. Really nice. So let me just place in a DVD so that way we can see how it looks like that. Let me place in the Jetsons again so we can take a good and better look at that size. And what I mean by better looking is what I mean is the better style when it's like this. Here we go. Okay, I know that I can't skip through, but let me select one of the episodes of the Jetsons. Look at that! It looks good like this with the black bars on the side. Hang on, let me skip the opening so you can see a bit more. So, by the looks of this, and with the black bars like that, it looks really, really, really good. I would give this a 10 out of 10. A really great 10 out of 10. And I love it. Look at that. Black bars on the side. You can actually check out the time. Look at this. When you hit display, you can check out the time on this. And you still have everything here. Look at this. You've got everything. You've got the repeat, so that way you can repeat the same section again. And it says stop playback after, and it says stop playback and retry after operation. Yeah, so that means you can't actually do it like that. So, would you do it on this? Yes, you can! So you can't switch the screen size while watching, but you can do it on this. Yes, you can actually do it on this. Nice. I love it. I love it. Just to be honest, everyone, this DVD player is the best. I'm just glad I bought this to upgrade myself so I can watch a movie like this to be in this good quality and stuff. Oh yeah, I almost forgot, everyone. If you watch a movie that's in a 2.66 by 1 widescreen size, take a look at this as A Night to Remember as an example. Look at that. Black bars on the side. You can actually see things on the left and right side. But there's one thing that I actually found out. You see, if you click on display and when you head down to quick, to custom, to the screen size, here's something that's very, very interesting. If you actually hit this with letterbox, watch. Let me hit the move play again. Watch. It actually has the black bars that you can watch it in widescreen on. And I don't think that's actually going to bother me, but it looks good like that. So, what the letterbox does is that they actually make the movie widescreen again so it can actually look good like that. Pretty nice. And I love it. And I want to say that this DVD player is the best. I'm going to stick on watching it with the HDMI cable and RCA cables because it's really amazing. I'm actually going to hold my old DVD player because if anything ever happens to this, I may have to get a new one and keep using the old one at times. Alrighty everyone, so that's everything that you see with the Sony DVP SR510H DVD player. And once again, special shout out to Steven Clingan for showing the proof on with this player and everything with the HDMI cable and stuff plugged in. And I'll put his video down in the link so you can watch it. So, I want to say like the ratings and everything great about this. So, the Sony DVP SR510H DVD player was an awesome DVD player that Sony ever made. And we know that Sony is the company that did the PS platforms and helping out with Columbia Pictures, etc. And the way how the buttons look on there, that are on top, I'm going to get used to that because, you know, I always stick with the buttons that are on the front of the DVD player. You know, like something that's right there instead of on top. And I'm gonna get used to with everything that's on this here because, you know, I'm always like the old school type because, you know, old school is always my thing. And the best thing about this is that it's really amazing. I love the way how they design it and everything. It used to cost a lot of money back then, but I don't know how much it used to be from back then when it first came. Just let me know in the comments below. But I'm just glad I got this for $39. It was at a good price. I did got it at Walmart because I did try to find 2 DVDs that I'm gonna say to you about, which is soon, but I'm not gonna tell you what it is because you might know until I get them. So that's where I actually got this, at Walmart. So, and the ratings on this, I would say I'm gonna give this a 5 gold star, a 100%, 10 out of 10. All of that. Overall, the Sony DVP SR510H DVD player is the perfect success with everything that they did. With aspect ratio sizes and custom changes and everything, it's amazing. I am glad I got this. Get this at Walmart or any other stores or look them up online. I'm just glad I got this, everyone. Be sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the like, send some comments, and hit the bell button for brand new videos, and I'll see you next time. Peace out, everyone!